You're wasting your life doing things that do very little for you. Think about how different your life would be if for the last 2 years, every single productive hour of your life went towards a goal that was really meaningful to you. We have a limited amount of time and energy in a day. You can either put large chunks of this time and energy into few things, or you could choose to dedicate small chunks of time and energy into multiple different things. The danger of putting all your time and energy into just a few things is that you're at risk of burning out, being bored, or simply becoming just too one-dimensional. But the danger of putting your time and energy into too many things is that you're not actually going to see improvement in any of them, even as you do all that grueling hard work. It's simple. The man who chases 2 rabbits catches none. Let that sink in. During my teenage years, I was a victim to this. I remember trying to improve my 5k running time while parallelly trying to improve my bench press and also trying to increase my pull-up count, and the result was just horrible. For months and months, I barely made any progress in any of these domains. This sort of attitude of trying to get good at everything bled into all other domains of my life. I wanted to be an excellent web developer, an excellent machine learning engineer. I also wanted to have like an in-depth understanding of history and psychology. And you guessed it, as a result, I did not really excel in any of these domains. I was an amateur in all these fields, just like the 99% of the people who were pursuing them. Like, I know it sounds cool to tell people about your 50 sophisticated interests and about how multifaceted you are. You get the pleasure of novelty by exploring multiple things, but the truth is, all of this is bullshit. After a couple of years of seeing myself remain a novice at everything did not really feel good. It sort of killed that momentum and made me pursue the next shiny object. Because I was still doing all that hard work, doing 4 hours of deep cognitive work, working out for 2 hours a day, but I had no real world accolades to show for it. Now you might ask yourself, so what are the activities that are actually worth pursuing, and what are the ones that should be abandoned? In this video, I'm going to help you figure out just that. Think of your death. Okay, that's a bit intense. What you need to do is list down top 3 or 4 goals that you would want to accomplish before you were dead. Basically the type of man you would want to become in the long run. For example, here are my goals. Number 1 is to become the best Muslim that I can be. Number 2 is becoming an excellent entrepreneur. Number 3 is becoming a very competent martial artist. And number 4 is having tons of practical wisdom. Now, any activity that did not allow me to make progress in one of these domains was immediately discarded. Like, I was learning how to play the guitar, I got rid of that. I was studying machine learning, I got rid of that. I was considering preparing for a marathon, I got rid of that. I don't regret that one. Now, all the activities and hobbies that let you make progress in any of these domains fall into a box called core hobby stack. So my core hobby stack included growing a YouTube channel because this is my vehicle for entrepreneurship. It included kickboxing and weightlifting because this is what would make me into an excellent martial artist. And lastly, it included reading books and listening to podcasts so that I obtained my last goal, which is obtaining worldly wisdom. All of a sudden, I had a lot of time and energy now just to focus on a few things. But wait, that's not it. The truth is that it is still hard to make progress on 3 or 4 goals simultaneously. Like trying to improve my martial arts skills while trying to become an excellent entrepreneur, while trying to read 4 books a month is incredibly hard. In order for you to actually make serious progress in your 3 or 4 domains, you need to break your life down into seasons. Each of the seasons could last anywhere from 1 month to 1 year. Each season needs to have 1 primary goal or 2 at max. This is known as periodization. So during the course of the season, you need to be pushing aggressively towards your 1 primary goal, and all other things should only receive a maintenance level of time and attention. In order for you to grow something, you need to put a lot of time and energy into it. But in order to simply maintain something, you actually require very little time and effort. So last season, my primary goal was to get as good as I can get at martial arts. I was doing 6 kickboxing sessions a week, sparring 3 times a week, doing conditioning work, hitting the bag, hitting the pads, learning new technique. I grew more as a martial artist during those 2 months than I did in the entire previous 1 year. And during this time, I was just reading 1 book a month, making like 1 or 2 YouTube videos a week. So my progress in these other domains was still maintained. This season, my goal is to just focus on my YouTube channel and really make it grow. So I am now generating about 2 or 3 quality videos a week, and I have now reduced my kickboxing to 2 or 3 times a week just to maintain my skills and fitness. The truth is that it takes discipline to live your life in seasons and focus on just 1 primary thing and not be distracted by the next shiny object that you discover. So make sure that you watch this video in order to build unstoppable discipline.